and it's usually, a payment plan. Not with us, but with we may have to wait the 5 years to get the full payment.
Real estate taxes first on the payment?
It depends. It's up to the trustee in bankruptcy. I'm not sure that we get first payment. I mean, we may have to wait. I don't know. Now, often what people do then, they sell the house. Then we get paid. So, for example, one of these people who filed for bankruptcy, the attorney called me up and said, we're filing for bankruptcy. That he filed like at 4:30 on Friday. He said, but we're selling the house. We'll probably have it sold by the end of the year. So, and then you get paid. So that's basically buys them time.
Wow. Okay, so...
So I just need to know, yes, you'll permit the buyback, and then two, and under what
so I think we agreed yes, right?
What window of opportunity do you want to give them?
And the question is just, and we're all agreed on the 1% fee?
Well, I like to know from, obviously the person who's going to be doing the most work is going to be our attorney Noto and his legal staff. Does that amount cover your work?
Yeah. By the way, I'm not suggesting you give this to me.
I'm saying your legal staff. So what are
yes,
the other
it would cover the
attorneys?
amount. Yes, it would. The 1% would more than cover what it will take for me to do this. But I just want to be clear. I'm not asking the board to give this money to me. I'm suggesting this goes to the town, and if we have to discuss additional compensation next time around, that's fine. I mean, we're charging these people a fee. It's really because it's not just me. It's me. It's Nick. It's David. I mean, I have to go back to Nick every day and say, update the number. What's the, it's a lot of extra work for us. That's what I'm saying.
It's also to encourage people not to do this.
Right, and exactly. It's also to provide an additional disincentive to engage in this conduct. So, at some point in executive session, we want to discuss the compensation issue. Fine, but this is not intended to be back to me. No, it's to the town.
Right. I think it's more important that that two things are achieved. Number one, that we're a good municipality where we're responsive to the property owners and we're fair, and but then it also has to be equitable for the town. It shouldn't cost us money to transfer this property back to them, and the financial burden, should sit with the property owner. So that being said, whatever number, and obviously we're just discussing this tonight, whatever number we come up with should make the town whole. And as far as the timing, I tend to agree with Councilman Gelfarb, and I think 30 days is sufficient.
So I'm going to say 30 days from, I don't have a better title than the Goodwin letter, but 30 business days from, I'm going to call it some additional notification from the town other than that we took title, because they don't get that necessarily.
Well, let's find out first, why 30 business days? Why? I mean, it's 30 days. You want the house, you pay us in 30 days. Why do you get another 2 weeks?
Well, they have to, I would say they contact us within 30 days and request the right to prepay, because I don't know when your resolution will be drafted, when we're going to have a meeting to do that, so it may be more than 30 days. I'm going to have to prepare an additional resolution to have the board...
Why can't we vote it on right now?
Because I haven't gotten a decision from the board from which to prepare a resolution.
Firm it up right now.
Well, but I need to prepare for each one, and I want to have the address and the section, block, and lot, and the amounts. I need to prepare a resolution for each one. I want to do it right. I don't want to just do it. So you can do it at the next meeting.
Are we voting on this now or not?
No, you're giving me a policy decision. So then I will go back to them and tell them what you want to do.
So when are we going to vote on this? Next meeting?
You'll vote it on or the next meeting or a special meeting between now and December 20th.
Just to be clear,
or 15th, whatever.
Following up on Councilman Villanova's suggestion, I would say they would need to pay all legal costs involved with the transfer of the property, plus the 1%.
Okay.
And so we got to. So how many days are we saying? If we're not going to vote on this till December 15th, then 30 days is fine.
Well, again, the issue is they have to communicate with us that they're interested in buying back. That's the 30 days. When you actually vote to do the resolution,
when are we going to get the money?
You're going to get the money now. We're not going to. You're not going to. They have to pay. Some of it, by the way, I've already paid the money, and I told Nick to hold it because if you said no, we just refund it to them. They will pay it immediately. That's not the issue.
Oh.
We will not be passing any resolutions, or you will not be signing any deeds till we are paid in full.
So how long do they have to pay us?
They will have, as long as I tell them. So if I tell them you pay on by Friday, they'll pay by Friday. We'll get the money well in advance of you doing resolutions.
I misunderstood that. What's the 30 days?
For them to notify us that they would like to buy back the property.
We're not necessarily talking about these properties because these are in the pipeline. They're responsive to you.
Right.
And they're looking to redeem. We're
Right.
setting policy for future
Well,
property.
there are others out there that we have taken title to who
Right.
got the Goodwin letter who I've not heard from. So
Right.
I'm going to assume in 2
It's
months
almost 30 days from
I'm going to get a
the
call.
title.
In 2 months I'm going to get a call from somebody and they're going to say, "Oh, I didn't know," you know,
Wouldn't it be 30 days, say, from the date we took title?
because they don't know when we took title. That's
No,
not
but-
something
but-
they would
but-
know.
But Mr. Goodwin's letter is hardly a,
Well, it was an on-site visit with a notice. So I mean, at that point, I'm just trying to establish some point in time because we took title probably over a month ago.
I think actually I think that's a good solution because, look, again, we're not trying to take the houses. This is the one last chance. So if we're going to do this, I think it's a great idea. You deliver the letter. You give them 30 days from that delivery of the letter. The penalty interest at 34% is just going to accumulate. So for 30 days, it's not going to hurt us. And then if you don't, by that time, then you're done. You've had it. Then you've had every opportunity.
We own the house, so how can you say there's penalty and interest?
You're charging. You're going to charge.
Well, I'm charging them up to the point, but
Yeah, up to the point they pay.
Okay.
I mean, they'll have to pay it. I mean, that's part of the deal. I mean, I'm not,
As you say, we hold all the cards at this point.
Yeah, they're not in a strong negotiating position, to say the least.
Good.
All right, so I'm going to just understand it. It's a 1% penalty plus legal costs,
Yep.
which is probably be like $500, I guess.
Yep.
And then
Plus the penalty interest, right?
that goes without saying.
Okay.
Interest and penalties goes without saying.
Okay.
That's an automatic.
That's a good one.
And then, all right, so then I will tell them they can do that. Is that a clear
30
consensus?
days from the delivery of the Goodwin letter.
30 days from the Goodwin letter. I'm not sure I can put that in a resolution because I don't know.
That's when they have to give us notice that
overnight moved on Veterans Day.
Okay.
As a matter of process, 30 days, they have to notify us that they want to buy it back.
Correct.
How long do we give them to pay?
We give them no time to pay. They pay immediately upon your decision to let them buy back.
That's
Okay. Okay.
As I said, some have already paid because that's how anxious they are to curry favor with us. Poor Mr. Mecca didn't even know if he had to. He has money in the vault, right? He has money in the vault waiting for your
What's just going to
okay.
air? Yeah, exactly. All right. Okay. Any other
So
questions?
wait, do we have a clear?
Yes.
Is it unanimous or is it? I got 3 votes
Unanimous.
to. Okay, so I need to be able to
well, let's
get.
get the 30 days is from when? From Mr.
We're going to call it from the notification of the town.
So
The second,
it'd
the
be
notification of the
11/11.
town post title. How's
Be
that?
11/11.
Well, this time it was 11/11. Right. So this year it was 11/11. So they were more than met that because, like you said, today's only the 17th. I've already had a lot of phone calls. All right, thank you for that, and
Thank you,
I'll
Town
get
Noto.
resolutions
Thank you for
ready,
your
and
good
we'll
work.